Namaste, Jai Bharat. I was telling earlier that the Gaza ceasefire is not really going to happen. Whatever people do, that ceasefire is very, very near impossibility. Same thing happens. Not because of Israel, I'm sure. It's because the moment Israel soldiers started pulling back, you found the Hamas, what should I call them? The Hamas characters, let me be very decent. I'm always normally decent. The Hamas characters coming out in the fancy dress and holding automated guns in their hands and walking through the streets, and they literally took over Gaza. With this, how do you expect a ceasefire in Gaza? It's not possible, because you're not dealing with the disciplined characters. You're dealing with people who are generally anarchic and lawless. You just can't expect anything positive from such people. But then Trump wants to be autochthon of peace in the world, who is provider of peace, and who makes a list of war-ending list. He claims that he ended so many wars, and those claims how accurate and how sensible they are remains to be seen. And you know it, and I know it, and we don't want to speak more about it. So there is suddenly Trump comes with this idea that there should be an international stabilizing force in Gaza. International stabilizing force. And he also says it should be from Islamic countries. An international stabilizing force should go to Gaza and cleanse Gaza of what they are not very sure, I'm sure. And the Muslim nations, he says, should send forces, army. Turkey is more than willing, but then Israel has already told anyone we would not welcome. You suggest a name, let's see the volunteers, and then we will say yes or no. So Turkey wanted to come, then Israel is not giving the green flag, and none of the Arab nations are willing to go there. Jordan outrightly refused, and ultimately which nation would go? Turkey is willing, but Israel wouldn't let Turkey go there. Egypt is backing out. Who is left out? Obviously Pakistan is left out, and Pakistan is more than willing to volunteer, because they are notorious of using the army as mercenaries, sending them. The Pakistan soldiers will go there. What will happen is one thing. On the other hand, the people in Pakistan were crying and writing poetries about solidarity with Hamas and etc. etc. Now they themselves are going to attack, control Hamas. Number one. Number two, to what extent they will be able to control Hamas? Lawlessness versus lawlessness will be chaos versus chaos. Can there be an effective control? And the moment anyone errs, Israel will use that mallet, not hammer, mallet on their heads. This is a funny situation in Gaza. And President Trump is more involved in this futile efforts than what happened to looking after what's happening in his nation. He should have focused more on the distortions that's taking place in US, the financial crisis. They are in financial crisis, and serious financial crisis, but it has not manifested in a visible manner to others. But instead of focusing on that, he wants to become world champion, and he wants to become world leader, and this is going to put him into great and serious difficulties, which goes according to some predictions of the past regarding the situation of US. There are predictions behind. I don't know. I don't believe in such predictions, because I can't until it makes some sense to me. But then there's no point also in not to believing. So Gaza finally, Pakistan is willing, and then Israel says they will consider. They have not allowed. So if that consideration is in the favor of Pakistan, Pakistan will get money and take it for sure that none of this money goes into the plates of common Pakistani citizens in the form of roti, food. It all goes into the pockets of people who are supposed to be the controllers of Pakistan. And common people's situation will continue to be same in spite of whatever help they get. The only thing is that the people, those who are taking money and wanting to go and settle abroad after retirement, will have money faster than other ways. What they could gather through many other means, they will gather in some other means. That's what they do. So this is the situation now. Those who wanted to be having solidarity with the Hamas, and this Hamas is not terrorist, Israel is a terrorist state, they will have to now dance according to the tune of Israel. That is a situation in Pakistan. Just think about it and try to feel also about it. It will be, in a way, entertainment. We shall meet. Namaste. Jai Bharat, Jai Sri Ram.